How's it going, everyone? ND Sean 45 coming at you. Yes, I know, this video's late. Saturday was a very busy day for me in addition to the Pinstripe Bowl. Had a lot of prearranged plans, and so long story short, I just couldn't get to this video until now, so please forgive me on that. But anyway, just so you guys know, this is going to be a 2-in-1 video. I'm going to recap the Pinstripe Bowl and then give you guys a little bit of a season recap. So I'm kind of killing two birds with one stone here. But getting right to the Pinstripe Bowl, great win for the Irish. We finished the season at 9-4. You know, definitely not the prettiest of games, and I gotta tell you, I was way off in my score prediction. But I guess I should have known better that we weren't gonna blow these guys out. But whatever. Hey, that just shows you the kind of faith that I have in my team. I mean, I thought we did have the firepower to do it, but just didn't turn out that way. But you know what? The most important thing is we got the win. That's all that matters at the end of the day. We definitely got out to a slow start in this game, and then I find out afterwards it was because we had a lot of guys on the team that were sick. And myself personally, when I was playing back in school, I played sick a couple times, and I know what that feels like. You know, as much as you try, it's hard to play at your best when you're sick, and you know. But anyone who's done that, you know what I'm talking about. But individual performances, Tommy Rees, not the greatest performance to end his Notre Dame career on, but he did just enough to get us in position to score points, and still was making some bad throws at times and a few mistakes, but at this point it doesn't matter. His career at Notre Dame is over with, and you know, all the haters, they got their wish. He's gone. And myself personally, I'm not going to jump on that bandwagon and hate on this kid because, you know, you got to give the kid credit. He had the guts to stay with Notre Dame through, you know, all the fan criticism, the media criticism, you know, him getting in trouble, and you know, having to hear about it week in and week out. I don't know many people that could cope with that kind of criticism and that kind of pressure, but you know, this kid did, and you got to give him credit for that. But the thing is, myself personally, I'm not going to jump on that bandwagon, like I said, of, you know, calling for his head and, you know, rushing him out of town or anything like that. But I am glad that we are going to finally get back on track and go back with the quarterback and Everett Golson, and also focus on Malik Zaire for the future after Golson. You know, just get back to a quarterback that is fit for the system. And that's what Tommy's problem was. Is he just was a quarterback that was not fit for this offense, and he's just not an elite quarterback. I mean, I'm not trying to, you know, come down on him, but it's the truth. We all know that. But I forget his numbers right off the bat, but I believe he passed for, I think, 233 yards. He didn't have a touchdown, but like I said, it's not so much that. He put us in position to get points, and he did his job. So even though it wasn't a pretty game for him, Tommy Rees, he ends his Notre Dame career on a winning note. And he did actually pass Ron Paulus for third all-time on the Notre Dame passing list. So congratulations to Tommy Rees on that. Ron Paulus, he was a pretty talented quarterback. Other individual performances is running back Torian Folston. Great game for him. He had close to 80 yards rushing, 1 touchdown. You know, he was making plays all over the place. I can tell you this, I cannot wait to see him, Greg Bryant, Cam McDaniel, Amir Carlisle, all of them, you know, combining together to form a great running back core for next season. They're going to be a lot of fun to watch. Receiving, definitely a great performance for senior T.J. Jones. He leaves on a great performance, about 66, 70 yards, somewhere in there, 1 rushing touchdown. And then Troy Nicholas, great performance out of him. He set us up to get some points as well. So really, I mean, when you look at this game, again, it wasn't the most prettiest of games. Defensively, honestly, my defensive MVP would have to be Kavari Russell, because he had a great game. You know, he was batting down passes, made some key stops. But defensively, I was really starting to worry there for a second, because we were having a hell of a time making tackles, and we let Chaz Dodd, Rutgers quarterback, escape from the pocket. How he got out of it at times, I don't know. But I'll tell you guys one thing. Whoever Brian Kelly gets as his new defensive coordinator, I hope it's someone that can teach these guys how to tackle, because this has been that had been a problem all season long, as we were having problems bringing down the ball carrier and tackling properly. I cannot tell you. I mean, you guys just have to go back and watch my videos. I've said that plenty of times, so no need to rehash it. But got to get a fresh start in there. You know, someone who can teach these guys, basically go back to the basic fundamentals of the game. That's all there is to it. But again, the last thing I can say about the Pinstripe Bowl is simply this: it wasn't pretty, but we got the victory. Finished with that 9th win. Now we can focus on spring practice and, well, actually National Signing Day first. But National Signing Day, make that transition into spring ball. Should be a great year next year. So that's really all I have to say about the Pinstripe Bowl. It was great to get the win. I'm sure those guys had a great time in New York, and so yeah, that's all there is to say about that. Now, just to talk a little bit about the whole 2013 season in general. As I said in the preview video for the Pinstripe Bowl, obviously, you know, going 9-4 and going to the Pinstripe Bowl was not what we had in mind after, you know, playing for a national championship a year ago at this time. But you know, considering all the facts of what we've had to go through this year, and I touched base on this in the preview video, but with all the injuries that we've had to suffer through, and you know, Everett Golson's suspension, I say going 9-4 with a quarterback who really wasn't made for the system, I'd say that's a pretty successful year. I mean, we were able to beat some top quality opponents, and you know, basically you just can't win them all. I mean, you're not always going to get the breaks. Things aren't always going to go your way, and well, for lack of a better term, shit happens, you know. That's really all there is to it. But looking forward to next season, I definitely think that's next season is going to really tell us a lot about Brian Kelly and where he's leading this program. Now, first off, speaking of Brian Kelly, as we all know, and it's been reported in the news, the Detroit Lions have reached out to him and approached him about becoming their head coach. Myself personally, I hope he says no. I hope he decides to stay at Notre Dame, because, you know, whether you guys out there, whether you're a Notre Dame hater, Notre Dame fan, doesn't matter. Anybody. Whether you love Brian Kelly or hate him, you know, you can't deny that the guy's a damn good football coach. And honestly, if this Notre Dame program is going to get back to where it once was, I definitely see Brian Kelly being the man to get us back there. Now, sure, does he have things to work on? Absolutely. But, you know, no, I don't think any coach is entirely perfect. Every coach will make play calling mistakes and maybe not always handle a situation the right way. But, you know, in his first 4 years here, he's 37-15. I mean, that's the best start that a Notre Dame coach has had since Lou Holtz was here. Bob Davie couldn't do that. Ty Willingham didn't do that. Charlie Weiss couldn't even do that in their first 4 years, that is. But he's really gotten this program back to a consistent basis. I mean, you know, like I said this in an earlier video, but under Charlie Weiss, you know, after those first 2 years of going to back-to-back BCS bowl games, we just kind of died out at 6-6, 6-6. Well, before that was the dreaded 3-9 season. But Brian Kelly, in his time here, he's gotten us at a consistent winning level. Now, of course, 8-4 and going to these minor bowl games is not what we want, but, you know, as I said earlier, considering the fact of what all we've had to go through this year, going 9-4 is pretty impressive. But anyway, like I was saying, next year's really going to tell us a lot about Brian Kelly and where he's leading us, because with the exception of a few fifth-year seniors, these are all Brian Kelly's guys. These are the guys that he recruited, the guys that he got to play in his system. You know, so because I know in his first year here, he had that. You know, we had to go hear that little controversy about him separating the Weiss recruited guys to the guys that he brought in. So really, I'm not saying he used that as an excuse, and honestly, at that time, that was after the USC loss that year. I think it was just a matter of just being frustrated and, you know, pissed off at how the season was going, and you know, the whole Notre Dame family being you know, upset and ticked off how things were going as well. So, but really, there's going to be none of that next season. You know, this is I'm not going to say a make or break year, but this is really going to tell us where Brian Kelly has this Notre Dame football program going. And my gut instinct tells me that he's got it going in the right direction. So, yeah, I mean, with that being said, I really hope he stays. I want to see what he can do when he gets his players in here, and it's all his guys, no more of Charlie Weiss's guys. No disrespect to them, but you guys know what I mean. So, yeah, I just want to see what Brian Kelly can do now that he's got his guys in place, and the ACC slate, or the five ACC game slate, and the schedule's being set. So it's going to be fun to watch the next few years, and I really do hope Brian Kelly stays with Notre Dame. I really do think he's the coach out there that can get us back on top and back to where we should be. So with that, guys, at this point I'm just rambling on in this video. Not much more that needs to be said. But now that the Notre Dame 2013 season is officially over, just want to tell all of you guys that have been watching me, these past 5 years and this year, all the guys in the trash talking circle, all my Notre Dame fans that watch. It's been a pleasure doing another season of Notre Dame YouTube videos here, and I know these videos are just me talking, and they're pretty much the same every time. But I just hope that you guys enjoy watching them, and I thank you all for watching. It's because of all you guys, the viewers who do like watching these videos. That's why I keep making these. So thanks again, guys, for another great year. I probably won't be making any more videos until probably National Signing Day. I know it's quite a ways away yet, but unless something happens that, like big news happens that involves Notre Dame football, I'm usually pretty quiet until National Signing Day, and then after that it's spring ball, and then the summer where I'm virtually not heard from. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Again, thank you for another great season. Thank you for watching. And as always, from ND Sean 45, go Irish!